Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. As you can see around the region, we've got a few little showers going on. The heaviest looks like it's going on up in Pike counties, or rather it's actually Butts County and Jasper County at this time. Pike a little bit more to the west where we actually saw a shower earlier on, but most of the rain for us is still again in the Peach State in the northern third, really kind of riding right along that I-85 corridor. But as we continue to look to the west, that's where we're seeing a lot more of that lightning going on. Of course, as mentioned, they did end up putting out a tornado watch, and nobody likes tornado watches that last through the overnight hours. That's definitely a fear for a lot of people, and understandably so. Luckily, that's definitely not a concern for us, even as we go through tomorrow, and very, very scattered in nature with those storms right now. And that's actually part of why they have that tornado watch out. When these are moving through tomorrow, they will not be nearly as scattered in nature, and once it does scatter, they're going to be showers, not storms. 62 degrees for the overnight low. Wind out of the south is going to still be a little gusty, 15 to 20 miles per hour in regards to those. Most of us are not going to go below 60 degrees. There may be one spot that does, but again, very, very warm for this time of year. Everybody more than 20 degrees above the average. So as I mentioned, that rain that we're seeing well off to the west in like Texas and Louisiana right now is going to end up lining up with what we are seeing in Alabama and in northwest Georgia. And then it's going to all chug off here to the southeast, right? You're just watching as this line propagates, and notice that it's getting weaker as it moves into the region. And then it continues to get even weaker, moving through middle Georgia, becoming those scattered showers that I was talking about. And then the cloud cover will work to clear out some overnight. I do still think we'll have a decent amount to begin Sunday, but getting into Sunday afternoon, that sunshine is going to make a nice return, but it's going to come with a lot of wind. We'll be seeing gusts that could realistically reach as high as 40 miles per hour out of the northwest. So as we look ahead to tomorrow, it did end up putting a level 2 threat for severe weather in parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and a little bit into western Georgia. But in terms of what we're expecting here in middle Georgia, they actually shrunk the severe risk, all right? The level 1 was further southeast. It included 2/3 of the region yesterday, so they've backed that off to less than a half of the region. And it's also a nice change of pace to know that, hey, as these storms are coming in, they're going to be weakening. It's normally they're coming in and then they get a little stronger as they move into our southeastern counties. Locations like Dublin, McRae, looking off to the southeast, we tend to worry a little bit more about severe threats in those locations, and that's not going to be the case as this system rolls through. So we're going to wake up to a decent amount of wind. We'll see that pick up more heading into the afternoon. The gusts are going to range from 20 to 30 miles per hour, and there's going to be a mix of sun and clouds. Look, it's going to be a very warm day. Upper 70s and a couple of low 80s will be possible in the southeastern reaches. But look, this is not very intense as it moves in, and you see it lose that edge as it moves into the region. So maybe we have a little bit of a wind gust concern, just a slight one, as this enters the northwestern counties. But by the time it gets halfway through, now we're looking mainly at just some scattered showers here with the occasional rumble of thunder. This tapers off as we head into the overnight, and then we roll into your Sunday morning. I'm expecting temperatures to be in the mid to upper 40s out the door Sunday morning. The actual highs on Sunday will be before that, likely right after midnight Saturday night in the low to mid 60s. But we should get back up into the mid to upper 50s Sunday afternoon. But I got one gripe with this model. It is still being way too conservative on these wind gust numbers. Look, they're going to be at least 25 miles per hour, and I think a lot of them are going to get over 30. We could see one or two clock as high as 40 miles per hour, and then those winds are going to drive temperatures all the way below freezing into the mid to upper 20s ahead of your Monday morning. So make sure to drip those faucets overnight for your Sunday. A split forecast, 78 storms for your Saturday, 55 windy and sunny on Sunday. We'll check the rest in 10 seconds.
Every new Volume Chevrolet comes with our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and oil changes for life. Volume Chevrolet.
Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. So again, we got those storms tomorrow, and it may not even be thunderstorms for everybody. I think we all should get rain, but it may not be so many storms as it goes to the southeastern half of the region. Might be becoming more showers at that point. Then winter comes back next week. Many of our higher temperatures cooler than lows from, say, last night or tonight. And there could be multiple nights next week where you need to drip your faucets to avoid plumbing issues.